I'm audible,
Hi.
right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, no worries. We'll have a discussion regarding this, Zubair. Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks for making it a little more interactive. But let's complete my uh, explanation part, and
Yeah,
later we'll jump into that. Okay.
sure, sure. No problem.
Yeah. So, I'll try my best to make you understand this concept, guys. It's really one of the simplest topics of service now. Okay. Users usually should access something in service now that is decided based on their roles. Let's take a user without any role. He is treated as a self-service user. That means he is just there to order something in service now and track the status of this request. That's it. He don't have much access in ServiceNow application. And usually from where they do that, I'll show you this practically so you may not have much questions. So usually the end users will always raise the request from the portal. So I have taken the URL from https to up to .com. Okay, and I just added SP to it. Okay, what is SP here? Service portal. Okay, end users, let it be anyone, okay, who is using service now. Usually they have access to this portal and they will request something from here. Let's say I want to create a incident. Okay, out of the box we have a record producer. What is record producer and all we'll be discussing in our later classes, but for now this is the out of the box record producer which we have to create to raise a new incident. We are using the same. Okay, so here you can see create an incident record to report and request assistance with an access you are having. Request assistance with an access you are having. An incident record will be created and managed through the successful resolution. You'll also be notified of progress. Okay, I want to create a urgency high, unable to access the prod instance. This is my uh, issue, so I just provided some brief about the issue. See, now an incident is created, and let's take this incident number. As we all know, we have a global search available. As end users are not much aware of technical table names and all, so let's say on global search we are able to see the record. See, as I'm on a different view, which is a default view, I'm able to see all these records. But for users with no role, we have a self-service view. Okay, let me take you to that view. See, there are very limited fields. The end user can see number, caller. Watch list is nothing but the end user is system admin. That means I'm the end user in this scenario. And definitely every end user will also have a manager, right? In our case, my manager is Abel Tutor, and he's continuously asking me what is the update on my incident case ending with 197. So instead of giving him updates for every hour or couple of hours, you can add him to the watch list. So what is happening on this instance, he can also track the incident. That is the advantage of this watch list. At what time the incident is opened, if it is resolved, at what time it is resolved, the time will be updated here. And I can see the urgency is one, and the short description whatever I have uh, written on the issue, like what they say. While creating incident, I have briefed about the issue, right? That is what auto populated here, and the state is new. See, they have very limited access. This is not similar to my standard default view incident form because of the role. Okay, so roles are really important in ServiceNow. Roles decide what all actions you can perform in ServiceNow. Is it clear, the definition of role?
Yes.
How about others?
Yes, Riya.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. So now to create a roles, you can type roles. Okay, under user administration, usually we have a roles. Okay, and the backend name of a role table is sys underscore user underscore role. Either with this backend name, you can navigate to this roles table, or just by typing roles under user administration, you will be navigating here. Okay, if the role that is given by ServiceNow, we call it as a out of the box role. The role which we are going to create are called as a custom roles. Okay, so now I'll create a apple role. To make it simple, we'll use fruit names. Apple test role. So after creating the role, this should be assigned to the user. So sys_user.list. This particular backend name redirects me to the user table where we have 654 users. So now I will randomly select some user. Maybe we have Suresh. Let's select Suresh. He is having 40 roles, but this apple role is missing. So now Suresh says, my friend Ramesh have apple role and he's able to see some module like incident. Okay, but I'm unable to see that. Then we will check. We will ask the Suresh to share Ramesh user ID, and we'll see Ramesh is part of which group and which roles he carry on his profile. Okay, so to add Suresh also to that group, we have to know the group name. We usually ask the end user only to provide the group name. Otherwise, we try to debug it and tell that Ramesh is part of XYZ group and he's getting this ABC role from there. Okay. So now we also need a groups. Groups under user administration. Why groups? What is the use of groups? See, each one of us are good at something. Let's say some of you are good at development, some of you are good at operations, some of you are good at testing. Okay, based on your skills, we divide the people. We have 30 participants. Let's assume the first 10 members are into development, the second 10 members are into operations, and the left out 10 members are in testing. Okay, so we provide a name. For development, we give it as a development. For testing, we give it as a testing. And all the 10 members are part of one group, that is a development group. Okay, likewise, even in ServiceNow, we have a groups. See, we have many groups. Incident management, people who are good at incidents or who are commonly working for one particular purpose here. Okay, to fulfill the incident operations, they are part of incident management group. People who are good at change, they are part of change management. This is group. Is it clear?
Yes, Shreya.
Now, my requirement is that I'll create a custom group. The group which is given by ServiceNow are out of the box groups, but I want to create a custom group. Let's say fruits is my group name and submit. See, if you want, you can create a group email. People who are part of this group will able to see this inbox outbox messages that are happening with the group email. Okay, you can decide a manager. What does manager do here? Manager have authority to add users to the group and remove users from the group. That is a role manager plays here. Description why the group is created, you can brief about it. Now let's say I'll add that apple role to this fruits table. See, I have created a role, I have created a group. Now I have added my role to this group. Okay, now Suresh need a apple role. Then what do we say? Okay, you go and raise a request to be part of fruits table. So whenever we receive a request, what we do, we add the user to this group. So just click on edit. You can search for Suresh. Yes. Save it. Refresh. We have one user. Refresh. See, Apple role is there, and the inheritance map helps you with which group has given you this role. There are another group, let's say fruits, and we have another group called veggies. Submit. Let's create a one more role. Carrot. Okay, carrot belongs to vegetable, so we'll add it under veggies group. Like this, I'm differentiating, guys. So go to groups again. In roles, you can select carrot. Yes. In same group, we can have different roles. Yes, you can have different roles, but I'm taking another group and another role. Okay, refresh. You can have more than one role in a group, that is allowed. Now let's add Suresh also to this group again. Refresh. Okay, so now I have a role called apple, which is part of my fruit table, and a role called carrot, which is part of my veggies table. And both the roles are presented Suresh profile, as he's part of that groups. You can see he's part of two groups. What are those? Fruits and veggies. And he have this carrot and apple. Now I want to know which group is giving him which role. I'm not sure about it. So I can go with role inheritance map and I can understand. Okay, caller is user is Suresh and he's part of fruits, which is giving him apple role. Okay, now I can understand fruits will give you apple role. Now I want to know from where he got this carrot role. So go to inheritance map to understand that path. Suresh is the caller. He is part of veggies group, which is giving him carrot role. So far, is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in this way, you can actually track the things. Now let's say
Inheritance map will show under roles, right?
inheritance map under user profile, under roles section.
Okay, okay, got it. Thank
Okay. Yeah, no problem. So now I'll go to my role, which I have created Apple. Okay. And now I had a requirement that apple, pineapple, custard apple, all these are a family of apples.
Shreya, in this
Yes.
Apple role, it is
Mm.
not showing Suresh as the user. In where do we see that?
On the groups, you can see that. Here you can see how many modules applications are using your role. Okay. You have a sys underscore user underscore has role, from where you can see who all you have the access to this role. If you want, I'll show you. See, this is the backend name, sys underscore user underscore has role. You can copy this backend name, paste it on left navigator, add list to it. Okay, search for the role Apple. You can see Suresh is having. Is it clear?
Okay.
Okay, otherwise you can go in other way, that is opening the group, and you can see fruits group is holding apple role and who are all the group members. In that way also you can track it.
So as you checked under roles, like Suresh has Apple role, right? You
Yes,
just check that. So if Suresh is part of 5 roles, will it show total 5 roles over
yes,
there?
it shows 5 roles.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I have searched with apple role, so it was showing under
Okay. Okay.
apple. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So now if you have a question, you can directly take this backend name and search it, you can see that. Okay, now apple, pineapple, custard apple, all this belongs to a family of apples. So I want to take apple as a parent, pineapple and custard apple as a child of apple. Is it clear? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a parent child relationship or sub roles of
And what
apple.
happens to the fruit group?
I'll explain.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Let's complete roles. We'll jump into groups. Okay. Now, Apple. This is our uh, parent role. You can keep it test role, parent role. Save it. So you are going to create a new role, right? So you have this accessibility to create a new role from here. Pineapple. First child of apple. Custard apple. Second child of apple. Is it clear, guys? For my apple role, I just created 2 child roles or
Okay.
two sub roles. Okay. Now, if you go to Suresh profile, like users, under user administration, let's take Suresh. Okay, he have 44 roles. Let's see. Let's search for apple. See, he have apple, custard apple, pineapple. How? Whenever a parent role holds the child roles, users who are part of this, who are having parent role, will also have a child role added to their profiles. Is it clear? Apple is a parent role. Okay, it have sub roles. So even the user is now holding the sub roles. That is what the parent child of roles happens. The parent, if you are having the access to parent, so you are also having the access to the sub roles of that parent.
Got it.
Got it? Now you may have a question, groups, right? Let's say, let's take another user from the list. Like Deepa, okay? Deepa have again 40 roles. Let's see whether she have any apple role. No, there is no apple role. Now I can add her to the fruits table. So from user record itself, I'm trying to add her to the fruits. Save it. Refresh. I think the record was not saved properly. Okay, she is now part of fruits and she got all the 3 roles. You got it?
Before you before you gave the access, it was showing multiple roles here, right? I mean 46 roles.
40. I was searching here. I made a query
Okay.
condition. Role
Okay.
contains apple. Okay, if you remove
Okay.
this
Yes,
condition, you
yes.
can see 43 roles.
43 roles.
Okay,
Plus this apple. Along with
40
apple,
plus 40
yes,
plus the 3 roles: apple,
yes,
pineapple, custard apple.
custard apple.
Okay,
So you can either add a separate role to that user or you can add them to the group.
no, you should not add separate role to the user. That's why we are adding them to the group.
Group. Okay.
Okay, we should never add separate role to the user unless you have instructions to do.
Okay.
Okay, if your manager is okay doing that, well and good, you can do that.
Okay.
Okay, usually we don't prefer that way. We only go by groups.
Groups. Okay.
Okay,
So, Shreya, so if you added the group, so automatically relevant child roles have been added to that user,
yes,
right?
whenever there is a role which contains sub roles, even user will get access to the sub roles. This is the point I want to explain. Okay, so likewise here admin also have a sub roles. Admin is just a one role, but whenever we add a admin role to any user, the user will inherit 40 roles. Okay, because admin have 6 to 7 roles. Again, this 6 to 7 roles have a sub roles. You got it?
Yeah, Shreya.
Okay, likewise the count of roles, number of roles on the user profile will be increased. Okay,
Okay.
yeah,
Hello, Shreya.
yes,
So we can first we add that group, then only the roles are reflected to that class shell, right?
yes, we should always add user to a group and group should inherit the role.
Yes. So what we have number of groups are there, right? So whatever we add that particular group only, they having that access all in the groups, right?
Sorry, your question is not clear.
Like 1 second. So if we 10 users add in the same group,
All the 10 users will get access to all the roles
yes,
that are there
exactly.
in that group.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
That's the thing.
Shreya, a similar question. So basically, from fruits, you have added Deepa was added to fruits group, which
Yes.
is initial group, and
Mm.
then Harisha, no, Suresh was added to apple group. So
So there is
he
no
got
apple group, there is only fruits group. Apple
Fruits
is a
and
role here.
veggies group. Yeah.
apple is a role. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If we add another, third user
Hmm.
to a role of custard apple, will he get role of apple and pineapple?
No, if you want to use, I'll show you that. Okay. Because here custard apple and pineapple are a sub roles. Okay. They
Yeah.
don't have a sub roles of it. Just type group, the user administration. Let's take apple 1. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Save it and we'll add only custard apple to this apple 1.
Custard apple is a role.
Yes.
Apple one is a group.
Group name.
Group name. Yeah.
Okay. Now we'll take some user from the list.
And apple one is a parent. We'll treat now as a parent.
No, I'm not treating anything here as a parent. I'm just taking apple as a apple 1 as a group and custard apple as a row. That's it.
That's it.
Okay. See, if you guys practice it, it will be more easy. So post this class, definitely don't forget to practice this. Now let's take some user. Let's take Sam. He have 16 roles, but not a apple or a custard apple role. For your confirmation, I'll just search it. See, there is no role. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to add Sam to Apple One group. Okay, I'm here on the group section. Click on edit. So Apple One is a group name which is holding only one role, which is custard apple role. Refresh. See, role contains only one, which is custard apple, because custard apple doesn't have any sub roles. If you add a sub role, even that sub roles will be added to the user.
Can we add this Apple One group under fruits group?
Yes,
Okay.
if you
So
want,
yeah,
I'll
if
show
in
here.
that
See,
case, Sam will get access to all other
Sam will get access to pineapple, custard apple,
custard apple,
apple.
apple.
Yes, custard apple for twice, because Apple One is giving him for once. Another group, which is fruits table, is giving him one more time. Let's see. If you want, we'll add it fruits from here. Okay. Fruits is a parent. Save
Yeah.
it. Refresh. See,
Now
the
we got it.
inheritance count is 2 for custard apple, but 1 for other.
Yes.
2
No.
means it is getting 2 times the role. And you can also see that in the inheritance map. See, user is Sam. Apple One is one group, which is giving him apple role. And there is one more group, which is custard apple. Custard apple, sorry. Apple One is a group that is giving him this role. And where is that fruit's name? Maybe it is giving the role apple. Okay, sorry, Apple is a parent role, right? So they have highlighted in this format. Okay, this is the group, Apple One, which is giving him the role, custard apple, and Apple also giving him the custard apple, because Apple is a parent of custard apple. Here, this is a role. So they are highlighting in this pattern.
Okay.
Okay.
And Shreya,
And
regarding the roles, na, I'm unable to understand one thing. Role,
Mm.
basically, it is a module. So these modules allows us to work
No,
what
role
all
is a access.
access. Okay.
Okay, see, uh, if you are a part of a project, let's say, I'll just simplify it. If you are a part of a project, if you are an
Yeah.
admin, okay, you will have access to everything in that project. Okay.
Okay.
And if you are a developer, you will have access to whatever you are focused to do. Like
Eligible.
you are eligible to do. Let's say you should only develop the story. So you will have access to Agile board. You have access to dev environment. Okay. Let's take another person here, Ramesh, who is a tester. He have access to test environment. Okay. So
Oh,
roles, we give it as in form of a role. So for Ramesh, he'll have he's part of testing group and he hold tester role. Suresh is part of a development group and he having a developer role. So to access something in ServiceNow, roles are important.
okay.
Role is
Okay.
not a module.
so, Shreya, let's say I'm a new user. I'm approaching to the admin team stating that, I
Mhm.
want XYZ role, for example.
Mm.
Okay, I'm completely new. So you will first add me in a group,
No,
then you will, okay, you'll
that's
not
wrong.
add. Okay,
We will ask you to check with your manager which group
okay,
you should be part of. You
okay,
only
okay,
gather and get us the group name.
okay, okay.
We will add you to that group.
I was
We will
actually
guide you.
confusing there.
We
Okay,
will guide you how to raise a request to be part of that group.
okay.
Okay.
Even
Yeah.
manager can raise a request as manager has the access to add and
No,
remove
manager
users.
won't raise the request for you. You have to raise the request. He will approve the request.
Oh, okay. Got it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
sure, no problem. Now I think the group roles, everything is clear, right? Let's
Yes.
yes, let's jump
Yes.
into other topic now. So, tables. Why tables are very important in ServiceNow?
To segregate the data, to find out,
To
to
segregate the
make a,
data, you have to store the data first. Okay.
And also to make our task easy, right?
Yeah. ServiceNow tables contains of data that stores and manage information. These are similar to relational databases and made up of fields and records. This is the proper definition of your tables. Okay. What is a table? See, we have lot of frozen food where we store. Where we store, guys, frozen food.
Refrigerator.
Refrigerator.
Likewise, we have incidents where we store
Incident or request.
incident table. Okay. We have a problem records. We store it in problem table. Okay. So to store the data, to store the information, we have tables concepts in ServiceNow, which is similar to our relational databases. You are not going to write any SQL queries here, but you are going to work on the tables. Is it
Okay.
clear?
Yeah.
See, tables store data related to business process such as incidents, user, configuration item. You have lot many tables. Okay. Defined relationships. Tables can be linked together to show how different pieces of information are related. Let's say, okay, I'm in a house. Okay. We have a fridge in my hall. I have a way to reach hall from my bedroom, from my kitchen, from my dining room. Okay, here the fridge is a relational database which is connecting all my 3 rooms. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, likewise here tables can be interconnected. That is the relational database advantage. See, tables can be linked together to show how different pieces of information are related. Extend functionality. Custom tables can be created to add new functionalities to the platform. So what is a custom table? That means the table which is not given by ServiceNow directly, those tables are called as custom tables. It could be Suresh, it could be Ramesh, it could be Shreya, it could be someone. Whoever is going to create a table in ServiceNow, the table that is created is tagged as a custom table. Okay, the tables that are given by ServiceNow are treated as a out of the box tables or code tables or base tables. So we have a theory also for tables. We'll be discussing about it mostly tomorrow, but for today we'll see how to create a custom table. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Shreya, in simple words, can we say table means collection of records?
yes, collection of data, collection of records.
Okay.
Okay. See, I have 149 records here. This is my incident table. So how, from where do I confirm it? From the incidents. Okay. Incident list is the on the URL you can see if it is incident underscore list, that means you are on incident table. If you just modify it to sys underscore user list, you will be on the user table. What user table will have? User information. What incident table will have? Incidents information. What change request table will have? Change request information. So to store the records of particular area, we create a table for that particular area and we store those records. Okay. So now usually, let me create a new record. 198 is my incident number.
Can we simply call it as segregation of different scenarios?
Yes. See, short description is 789. This is a new record which I'm going to create. Whenever we create a new record, a system ID will be generated for that record, and this record information is available on my incident table. Okay, if I open incident, previously I had some 148, 149. I don't remember the exact count. But if you go to updated and sort it with set to A, you can see 198 on the top. See 198 on the top with test 789. Okay, so whenever you create a new record, that comes and sits on the incident table. Whenever you create a new incident record, that gets stored under incident table. So a table is a combination of rows. These are row. Whatever I highlighted, it's a row or a record. When you open, it is a record. Right? I can see number, caller, short description, impact, urgency. If I check this, it's a row. And what is a number? Number is a field. Caller is a field. Category is a field. Impact is a field. So this horizontal columns, sorry, the vertical columns or fields, horizontal rows or records, vertical columns or fields. Okay, a table is a combination of columns and records, or you can say fields or rows, or you can call it like fields and records, columns or rows. Anything is fine. You can say a table is a combination of a column and row. Is it clear?
Okay.
Yeah. So now let's see how to create a new table. So you can type sys underscore db underscore object dot list. This is the backend name of your table. The other way to open tables is just type tables. Under system definition, you will find tables. This table will contain all the tables that are there in ServiceNow. Collection of records, collection of field information, store information of particular value. You are just searching the information from internet and pasting it here, Hemant.
Just telling some confused. That's
Okay.
So Shreya, as it is showing the entire table, it will show incident each and everything here.
Yes, see, if you want, you can type incident. See, incident's label name. This is the incident table name. If you type problem, you can search problem table.
Okay, then when you click on incident, it will show all the incidents whatever created in that table.
No, see, firstly, if you allow me to teach, I can help you.
Oh, okay.
If there are more questions than teaching. So let's do one thing. Let's discuss all the queries at the end. Is it okay?
Yeah, but we'll forget that.
You can write it somewhere. That's okay. Okay, see, without opening, without creating a table, how do I explain it? You tell me.
No, you just showed the table, right? And you and
See,
when
that
you
is
enter
what,
that shortcut.
if you understand it by creating, it will be more clear for you.
Sure, I'll not ask anything from now.
I didn't say that. I'm just telling you can write your questions and we can discuss all this later. Okay?
Thank
Yeah. So we are on the incidents. So when I open incidents, you will have a column names here. You will be confused. That is why I don't want to confuse you guys. As you are very new to these concepts, if I create a custom table, you will be able to understand. Is it clear?
yes, sir.
Yes, Shreya.
Shreya,
Yes, Shreya.
just now you said that system underscore db
db
underscore.
underscore object.
That's it. To open the tables.
See, we have two methods, guys. You can type
Mm-hmm.
tables.
Table directly.
Okay. When you type
Okay.
tables under system definition, you will find this.
System
Okay.
definition.
From where
Okay.
you can create a new table. Okay.
Okay.
And there
Tables.
is another way to create a table, sys underscore db underscore object.
Okay. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
So
List will come into picture. Done.
see, whenever you want to open the tables information or anything, if you add list, you can open it in a new tab. These things are already discussed.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So we are on a new record. So to create any new custom table, here you can see a table is a collection of record in database. Each record corresponds to a row in a table and each field on a record corresponds to a column on that table. Applications use tables and records to manage data and processes. Okay, let's say I want to create a table called Jan 2025. So I'll give a label name, which is a mandatory field. Whenever we give a label name, system generates the backend name or the name of the table. Label name is for referring, and backend name is for writing any scripts or applying any logic. We use the backend names. This is auto generated by system, and the prefix is starting with u underscore has this is a custom table. The table which we are going to create always starts with u underscore. Is it clear?
Is it kind of backend name?
Yes, it's a kind of backend name or a technical name.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So I'm not creating any mobile module here, but a new menu name. What is a menu here? See, when I type incident, incident is a menu and we have many modules. Okay, incident is a menu. These are all the modules. Likewise, Jan 2025 will have a menu name and a module with this name. Okay, so I just provided the label name. Whenever we give the label name, system automatically sets a backend name for that table, and you can create a menu name. You can configure it according to your requirement and save this. So whenever you create a new table, there are 6 fields which are auto created by the system. What are the 6 fields? SysID, created, created by, update, updated by, updates. What each field helps you with? SysID, system ID. That means every table should have a SysID. So the SysID for your table is this, which is starting with 3EC4, ending with 3CC. Okay, so GUID is nothing but a globally unique identifier. That means it is unique for each and every record in ServiceNow. And created, who has created? Like created will tell you at what time it is created, on what date it is created. Created by tells you who has created. Okay. Is it by Shreya or is it by Ramesh or is it by Suresh? You can track it under created by. Let's say I have created a table at 9:49 and at 11 p.m. someone has modified the table. Let's take Ramu. Okay, so he made some changes on the table. Then created will show as 9:49. Created by will reflect as Shreya. Updated will show as 11 p.m. Updated by will show as Ramu. How many updates Rahu has performed? You'll get it under updates. Is it clear? What are the
Yes,
6 fields that are created by the system?
clear, clear.
What are the 6 fields, guys, that are created by the system whenever we are creating a new table in ServiceNow? SysID, created, created by, update, updated by, updates. Is it clear? Yeah. Now you can ask your queries, Zubair. Sorry, I think you are heard, but
No, it's okay. I got the clarity.
yeah, if you are okay, that's fine. See, only thing you don't know how the information is being listed out on the tables, right? So
Yeah.
without showing you, I cannot explain it, right? That's a reason
Oh,
I told we'll discuss the doubts at the end.
yeah. I understand. No, I got confused. I thought like when you select incident, it might show like, all the incidents which whatever is created. So I didn't like, realize that it is a table that we are creating. It's a database. I didn't realize
Yes.
that.
Okay, that's fine. See, if you are asking more questions, I'm happy here to assist you. But only thing, if you are in one flow, that may be bricked.
Yeah, I understand.
That's
Sorry for
only.
that. Yeah.
It's okay, no worries. Okay. So if you want, I can clear your query now because you have some clarity what this table hold now.
Yeah.
Okay. See, if I open incidents, you can see the field names that we have in incidents. See,
Oh,
resolution code, priority, impact. Okay. All the field names you'll have, not the records. To see the records, what you have to do? You have to go to show list.
okay. Whatever is there in the form as a field, we can see that.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Here on the newly created table also, these are all the fields only.
Yes.
But
This is
this
by
fields,
default.
yeah, this is by default given by ServiceNow. Okay.
We can insert a new row if you want as a
Yeah.
customization.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Now let's say I want a field called name. Okay. I can give a name for that,
Priya,
and I can.
do you mind again start it from the first, please?
Okay. Uh, Let me refresh then.
Yeah.
Should I continue from here, or you want me to explain the
No, no.
tables?
I once I mean tables means rows and the fields.
Columns,
Yeah,
rows and
column.
columns. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, to store the data, we need a table, guys. Okay. And table is a combination of rows and columns. If the table is given by ServiceNow, we call it as a out of the box table. If the table is created by someone, we call it as a custom table. So to identify the custom table, you can see always the name starts with U underscore, the prefix. Okay, it starts with U underscore. Wherever you see U underscore, you can clearly understand this is created by someone. This is not given by ServiceNow by default. Is it clear so far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
when
Shreya. If it is created by ServiceNow, what is that?
you will not have this U underscore.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So
Okay.
now whenever we customize a table in ServiceNow, there's 6 fields are auto populated by system
System.
or given by default. What are those? SysID created, created by update, updated by updates.
Okay.
Okay. Like SysID of the table will be the unique identifier. That means uh, as you have your surname, which is unique.
Yeah.
Likewise, every table will have its own SysID.
Okay.
Okay. And created by tells you like at what time you are born, who are your parents. Likewise, here we have created by like who is creating this table.
Okay.
Updated by, again, let's say if you're married, at what time you are married, to whom you are married, you can understand in this updated by. Let's consider updates as a kids. If you're having one kid, it shows one. If you're having two kids, it shows as two. If you're modifying something on the table, it shows us how many times you modified, that count you get it. See, the type is integer.
Okay.
Is it clear so far?
Yes. Yes.
Now I want to add a row. That means I want to create a new column called name and go with string for now. The type string accepts both alphabets and numerics. Okay, see, only for the field which I have created have a delete option, but for the default fields there is no X. If you want, even after saving, you can see this. You'll never have a X mark for the default fields. Is it clear? This field we have customized it, guys. Okay, let's create a one more field called address string. Contact number string. Save. Refresh your instance. Click on all, type Jan 2025. I think the module is not yet created. Yes, see, this is the menu name. Okay, if you add this to your favorites, you can access it. This is the menu. This is the menu name. This is the module. So if you open the module, you can see name, address, contact number. If you go to new, this is the Jan 2025 form. You can fill the data. Let's say Zubair. Submit. Now this data is reflecting under Jan 2025 table. This is a custom table. Whatever the fields that we have added, those are custom fields. Everything is starting with U underscore, if you notice. Is it clear?
Yes. if I may ask
Yes,
question. So these are the fields that we have added, right?
we created.
Name and address and contact number. Whatever it was there by default from the service now, that is for the administration purpose, like to see who created, who checked.
Yes,
Okay. But we can add it in the form here as well, right? Just to show. Yeah, as you
yes,
dragged it. Got it.
yes.
Thank
On
you.
the list, you can customize it.
Amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, where the Jan 2025 table stored.
In the tables, if you go to tables, under system definition, you have tables, right? So you can also search with a very simple query. Click on all, created on today. You can search with this simple query condition. We will be working on query conditions in our upcoming classes. See, if you open this, you can see the configuration of table. This is the configuration of table. See how many columns are there, what is this controls, what is this application, everything we'll be discussing. And the fields that we have created, you have option to delete them. And along with the 6 fields, there are 4 ACLs that are created. ACL is a topic we have, but ACLs are a concept to perform CRUD operations. CRUD means taking care of creating a new record, updating existing record, deleting the record, or removal of record. Okay. In database, we use this CRUD operation. So to do the same, we have ACL concept in ServiceNow. Okay. Along with the 6 fields, 4 ACLs will be created for create, for write, for read, for delete. Okay. So you need not to worry on this. ACL is a topic we'll be discussing almost a month. It takes more than a month. Okay. So, but you can just remember whenever we create a new table along with the 6 fields, there are 4 ACLs. What are those 4 ACLs? Create ACL, write ACL, read ACL, delete ACL. And label name. See, this is the name. It is set by system based on my label name, and the language of the table is English. Based on your client requirement, you can also add different languages. Okay, this is the actual label name. This is the backend name, and the plurals is Jan 2025. And at what time it is updated, you can see this. And database index. That means every table should have some unique identifier. So for this table, the primary unique identifier is SysID because it is unique. You cannot edit the SysID, you cannot manipulate the SysID, you cannot modify the SysID. And this table is not having any subscription model. So not applicable. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So what are these related links? We have to understand more details of tables, and we have to cover some theory also about tables. So even regarding roles and groups also we have to cover theory. So tomorrow we will see more examples for tables, like what is a parent-child relationship and tables, because it's already too much for today, what I feel. That's the reason I'm not continuing. I'll stop it here. But tomorrow we will see parent-child relationship of tables practically, and we'll discuss some theory. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So far, any questions from anyone? See, I don't mind extending the class, but I want each one of you understanding the topic.
Yes. I have a question on the same topic.
Yes.
So this can be like storing data can be used in like any purpose. It could be storing the employee information. It could be storing like asset management information. Let's say
Anything.
for a yeah, let's say for example, there is an employee. Every time we need to update that every 2 years we are changing the laptop. Yeah, end of lease. So we can update that information that new laptop has been given. We can add a new field laptop. What is the new laptop we have given? What is the joining date? And
Everything. Yes.
okay, right.
That's a right approach. Okay, you can store any type of information here.
Based on the business requirement, basically.
Yes, based on your business requirement, you'll be creating the tables.
Okay.
Okay, and how to delete a table, how to recover the table, and all we'll discuss in tomorrow's class.
So yeah, I understood about tables. In between you said menu creation. That I
Mm,
didn't. I
yeah.
didn't get that.
Okay. So usually on the left navigator, we have a menus and modules. Okay. Menu is nothing but see app engine is a menu. When you expand this, what are all comes under app engine? Those are all listed out as a modules. Okay.
Okay.
So menu is like a title. Modules are like applications which you can open and access.
Okay.
Okay. So for your table also, which is Jan 2025, so to access it from the left navigator, we need a menu and module.
Okay.
Okay. So this is Jan 2025 is the menu, and Jan
So under
2020,
this you have a
this is a
table.
module. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This.
This is similar to incident. See, even incident is a menu, create new is a form from where I can create a new record.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So from there you went directly to the Jan 2025
Form.
table.
Yeah. Table. And if you just click on new, it will take you to the form.
So it took the name by default, right? S, adding
That is a
S.
plurals.
Yes, the
Okay.
plurals.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, it
Okay.
is the table. And
Table.
when I click on new, it is a form. Every table will have a form, and every form will have a table, vice versa.
I mean, this form is basically adding the details of the person apart from the default created seven list. I mean, sys ID and all, right?
Sorry.
I mean, this form is
Mm,
basically for adding name, like how you
mm,
added Zubair's name, address, and
mm,
contact number.
mm.
Apart from this, I mean, the other sys ID and will be automatically updated in that table, right?
See, whenever you create a new record, that record will have a SysID.
Yes,
Only
yes.
when you create a record, and that record will have a SysID. Let's say the SysID is -1 for this record. Okay. So what's your name?
Krishna.
So let's add a record Krishna. So save it.
This
This
is
is the
your SysID.
SysID. Okay.
Yeah.
That this is unique. If you want to see those default fields, go to configure form layout from the header. You'll have all the fields here: created by update, updated by updates. You can
Mm.
select all these fields, shift and select all the fields which are highlighted. Everything is selected. Just push it to your selected side, save it. Now these are available on the form.
Mhm.
Okay. Once you save the form based on that time, by whom it is saved, at what time the changes are made, you can see.
So can we see once we click on Jan 2025 table?
One update.
You got it. I have added 9 here. So it is showing one update.
One update, yeah.
And the
And,
time here is 8:34. Here it is 8:35.
Yeah.
Hmm.
and in the before and once you open the table, can we see Zubair and Krishna's information?
Yes,
Can you
that
show
is.
me?
Yeah, I'm going back. Or you can just, instead of, see, whenever you are on a farm, it shows as .do. Whenever you are on a record, it shows as underscore list. See,
Only two records
Oh,
added in this. It's a
perfect.
new
table.
table, so only two records added. So Krishna and Zubair.
And I
Okay.
can see how many updates happened on this table, at what time it was updated, at what time it is created, by whom it is created, by whom it is updated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So please practice up to here. Tomorrow let's connect at 9 and we'll see more examples. Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
Sure.
Shreya,
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
just
Yeah.
a small doubt.
Yes.
Yesterday, I tried creating these roles, users, and groups. And
Okay.
while creating roles, I see an option called elevated privilege.
Yes, I told that we'll be discussing about it little later. While we are
Oh,
in ACLs, I'll be discussing that.
okay, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Also, Shreya, can we get theory and any notes?
Sure. I'll share the drive link for theory.
Yeah.
Like
Why? Because we are unable to note down while we are.
so don't do that. Don't do that. I don't ask you to write while discussing. Okay. I'll share the theory with you all. You can go through it. Okay.
Shreya,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just you can see, you can tell me that how we delete that user while I'm creating the dummy user in that service now.
Maybe tomorrow I can show you practically.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
because again, the it is interlinked to your other concepts. That's the reason I'll show it tomorrow.
okay, fine, fine. It's
Yeah,
fine. Thank you.
yeah. So far, any other questions?
No, Shreya, thank you. It was
Yeah,
interesting today.
yeah. Thank you so much. And yeah, let's follow one pattern, guys. See, I'm not asking you to stop me in between, but only thing, if you feel like we are too fast or if you are unable to connect the dots, you can question me. But if you could wait, just note down your query, just keep a notepad or something, and we can discuss all your queries. Is it okay?
Yes, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
uh Maybe post our class will take 10 minutes for queries.
Instead of that, Shreya, you like we will do one thing like that. Like if any topic is done, like you said that users right, users roles groups right. After finishing that users, like after finishing that roles and after finishing the groups, you can like we will make the
Uh,
questions if any like that.
okay, that is also fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
yeah.
in between that there is interruption, right? I mean, all
Mm,
are there, right? So instead of between after finishing that one smaller
topic.
topic, we
We
will
will have a 5 minutes or 10 minutes for
yes.
discussion. Yeah, even
Yeah,
this is a good idea.
you can ask questions how we can do this and what I need
Mm,
to do so that everyone can answer that. So that is
yes, yes.
also a good thing. And
Yeah,
any
that is also
questions
good.
we can also ask.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Even it is not too long for you to wait. That is
Correct.
also fine. Yeah, we'll follow this pattern. And one more thing, guys, create a user record, create a role, create a group, okay, and create a table. This is the assignment for today. I'll share the recording and the notes. I need at least 1 hour because the recording has to be downloaded. Later, I have to upload it on the drive and share it.
Create user record.
Role, group, and a table.
Oh, true. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you all.
Thank you.